All right. I started this yesterday and got pretty wet. Got a lot of ink down. Had to go for the day. So now I'm back. I'm going to finish working on my styrofoam cups pen and ink drawing. And I got my brush. I got a pen. I have some black India ink. I have a bucket of water. And I've got a paper towel. So here we go. I'm going to put some areas down there. Remember, I like to work in one area, and then while that's drying, go to another area, and while that's drying, go to another area, and just kind of work back and forth. And as I go, I'm trying to achieve these values that are in here, just little bits at a time. You might be noticing these stripes. It's because as the paper buckled, more ink settled in those little grooves. And I think the more ink I add, the more I build it up, the more that's going to go away. At least that's my hope. Otherwise, it doesn't bother me too much because remember I said, it's the natural quality of the ink that really makes the picture exciting. Otherwise, I'd just frame this and hang that on the wall. What I'm looking for is the quality of the ink. And if that means that it rests in little stripes, well, then that's what it does. Now, a watercolor brush is kind of floppy, and so you sometimes feel like you don't have a lot of control over it. But if you'll notice, it comes to a nice point when you want it to be in a point, and then it mops the water around. You can get a stiffer acrylic brush, maybe a sable brush or something to do this, but I'm pretty fond of the watercolor brush, even though it's a little bit more unmanageable. I like it because it gives that slightly sloppy look to the picture that makes it exciting. Occasionally, you may want to lift your board and let gravity do the trick on this. Sometimes that works great, sometimes it doesn't. We got a little bit more of a hard edge right here than I really want, so I'm going to take this napkin and kind of soak some of that up, give it a slightly softer edge. This is one of my darker areas right here, so I probably should have put a layer of wash on that yesterday, but didn't. Again, I'm just going to wet it down and put just kind of a puddle of water right there for the ink to flow in. Notice how it's buckling it up again. It's going to make those stripes, but I don't mind. This is one of the darker areas of the whole photograph right there. So I don't want to go too dark because I can't make it lighter again. But I don't mind. I think it's just going to kind of go for it, make it dark. I'm going to see what gravity will do here. Got a dark place right there in that top corner. And so I'm going to see if I can't let gravity. It looks like a lot of water right there, though. As you're doing this, it's probably better to think experimental. All right, this is, if we wanted a photograph, we'd print this out and frame it. We don't want a photograph. We want washes and spreading and marks and ink bleeding back and forth.